So this week was pretty chill. I am still in this trade right here. The monthly candle is about to close as a engulfing candle right underneath this level. The next target is here because based off of the weekly, that's where we last closed. We have a double top, boom, boom, and it has broken this level. Not really a fan of how the weekly candle is closing, but it is out of a fresh double top and break, so I'm not even gonna worry about it too much. Um, and there is no double bottom on the daily time frame. It's just a little higher low. So no concerns there. Um, well, I mean, technically this is a double bottom, but I don't exit based off of that. I exit based off of weekly stuff. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was Euro USD. Well, really the dollar. All this news and scariness and Trump is breaking trust in the dollar. I'm just like, okay, that's how I know that if everyone's scared and terrified, then there's obviously something really good coming up. And my buy convictions never stopped ever since this engulfing candle. I've maintained overall a buy bias for the dollar, specifically because of where it is. If you look to the left, this is also technically kind of a key level. It's just not the biggest of key levels, right? So rejection here on the monthly, here and here and here, right? And so not only are we getting that rejection, but we're also getting a trend line. And on top of that, it is in and past the golden zone. And also the monthly immediately to the left has rejected here just a while ago. Just enough for us to be currently respecting a double bottom on the monthly. So it's like, I don't know. My main thing was I wanted to see like a weekly double bottom. So technically, last level of support was here. Then we have a bearish candle. Had this candle closed bearish, strong, it would have been like, okay, cool. I think we are going to continue bearish. But the fact that the weekly candle is now rejecting it, it's causing it to be a double bottom on the weekly time frame, which is exactly what I needed to see. Now, it's possible that there would be no type of retracement and price could just eat up. But, I'm expecting some sort of pullback, maybe at least a little reaction to here. If it breaks here, look for some buys up here. I would ideally like to wait to see price clear all of this level, this break, this counter trend line, because this is going to directly relate to this. If I can see price close or yes, break below this little level on the 4 hour, as you can see, it's already starting to break on the counter trend line. Weekly candle, again, is technically, for me, how I look at things is a double top because you have a level of resistance right here. If this was going to break it, it should have given you another very strong bullish candle on the weekly time frame and didn't. This is the move that I was expecting the whole entire time, and it just didn't come until Friday. So, and again, looking at the monthly time frame, you look to the left and we've rejected this level. We've rejected this level. Look, there was a wick level. There was a wick right here. This could be a market manipulation to continue at least to this level, if not to this level. But if I sell, I'll end up taking it down here. Um, I will say the monthly candle on Euro USD is not the best, but when I look to the left, immediately to the left, you're still having to break this, and you haven't done that yet. And the fact that I'm getting a double top on the weekly time frame is exactly what I need to see to be convinced that you might start going bearish, but it's not necessarily confirmed until I see a monthly candle close bearish. But honestly, this weekly candle is a pretty good start. It's a pretty good start, and it's tempting to get into sells now. But I do want to at least wait till Sunday. And you know what? You know what could happen? It could gap. It could gap because this, if it continues bearish, that's market manipulation. And that is exactly what I want to get in afterwards. So I'm honestly just trying to be patient here because I see a juicy setup coming. I really do. Um, but yeah, I do still expect Bitcoin to head down to 70K. You see how previous weekly candle closed as a bearish engulfing, we're rejecting that same level on the monthly. If I see like a monthly candle close here, cool. But at this point in time, for me to be like, oh yes, the Bitcoin's going to continue bullish, I would need to see on the monthly time frame an actual double bottom, not just a single bullish engulfing. Why? Because I look here, we broke that level, and now it's like, okay, now we're dealing with a fib level. Now we're dealing with a monthly candle setup. So if it comes to 70K, it would be potentially some strong buys to the upside. So yeah. Happy trading, y'all. Let's see how that plays out.